Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we have got a Sir Spooks video. And this is 11 scary videos that will test your sanity. We will get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment, think down below. Let's go!
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Okay. I'm ready. Show me spooks! What do you got?
This next video comes to us from the TikTok account WV Paranormal and features a piece of home security camera footage recorded on September 4th, 2024 at 3:37 in the morning.
Okay.
At first, the camera captures nothing more than a quiet backyard with a swimming pool.
Someone's climb out of the pool? Or someone's head pop out of the pool?
Then, without warning.
Huh? What the? What the hell's happening? What the hell? Fucking Silver Surfer showed up. What the fuck? What the fuck? What in the hell did I just watch?
A strange figure emerges from the darkness
and
slowly makes its way toward the edge of the pool.
It's just like...
After reaching the pool, it places what appears to be its hands on the rim and pauses for a moment, almost as if it's looking around the yard. Then, rather than turning around...
I thought for a second it just was staring and trying to figure out what the hell the pool was. For a second, I was like, what the hell is this thing with water in it? What is going on?
The figure slowly backs away before disappearing into the darkness. The way it moves is what really stands out. Its posture and movements don't immediately resemble the way most people would normally walk, making the footage all the more unsettling. Of course, there could be a more ordinary explanation. Given the distance and the limitations of the night vision camera, it's entirely possible the figure is simply a person, or maybe even an animal, whose appearance and movements are being distorted by the image quality. Unfortunately, no follow-up was ever posted explaining what, if anything, was discovered afterward, leaving the encounter unresolved. Was this simply someone wandering into the yard in the middle of the night, or did the camera capture something far more unusual? I'll leave this one up to you to decide. This next video was uploaded to YouTube back in July of 2009 and was reportedly filmed in Belém, Pará, Brazil. According to the uploader, he was home alone with nothing to do, so he began taking a few photos around the house before eventually deciding to record some video instead. While walking through one of the bedrooms, something completely unexpected happens.
So wait, he was just filming for no reason? Like he had no reason to be, he just was randomly filming. Randomly out of nowhere, for no reason. Just was filming and something happened. Right, okay. What I missed? Oh, door open.
At around the 30-second mark, one of the cupboard doors suddenly swings open on its own, causing the uploader to panic and run from the room before ending the recording. In the description of the video, he explains that after sharing what happened, many people in his life laughed at him and refused to believe his story. Even so, he insists the incident was completely genuine. Then again, it's also possible that the entire thing was staged. With no way to independently verify what happened before the recording began, a hoax can't be completely ruled out. Whatever the truth may be.
The only thing that makes me really guess that it's fake is just like, why is he filming in the first place?
The uploader's reaction is certainly memorable and has helped keep the video circulating online for well over a decade. Was this a genuine paranormal encounter or an old-school internet hoax? I'll leave that for you to decide. On October 1st, 2025, a TikTok user known as FabbyKme posted a video claiming they experienced something deeply unsettling inside their home.
Okay.
The uploader explains that while sitting in the house one day, they suddenly heard what sounded like their alarm going off. According to them, however, it wasn't actually their alarm at all. Instead, they
What?
believed the sound was coming from what is known in paranormal folklore as a mimic. Take a look. As the alarm-like sound continues, another unsettling detail becomes visible. If you look carefully toward the upper right corner of the doorway, you can make out what appears to be a tall, dark figure peeking around the frame.
I didn't even notice that.
Then, just before the video ends...
No, I didn't even notice that. I won't even lie. It was so... I didn't even know... That's kind of creepy. I ain't gonna lie. That actually is creepy. Alright. There's something up there.
The figure slowly retreats back out of sight, making the moment even more unsettling. Of course, another possibility is that the figure was deliberately placed there as part of a staged video.
Possible?
Given how clearly it's positioned in the doorway, a hoax can't be ruled out. Whether the uploader really encountered...
That is possible. That is possible. Because I feel like everything I've ever heard of a mimic, right? And maybe I've always heard of a mimic mimicking voices, right? Like in the lore. It mimics a voice of something. Of someone you know. So you react to it. I've never heard of a mimic doing an alarm before. I'm not saying it probably couldn't happen. I don't know the lore. I don't know the mimic lore. I don't know the mimic rules. But, like, probably it sounds a bit ridiculous. So yeah, I could buy this as fake.
Something unexplained, or simply created a convincing scare, is impossible to know from the footage alone. Was this really a mimic lurking inside the house, or just a cleverly staged video? I'll let you decide. Over on Reddit, a user shared a video that begins like an ordinary night out with a friend, before suddenly taking a very unexpected turn.
Okay.
At the start of the footage, one of the men is talking while the other records. Everything seems perfectly normal.
This might
until
be.
this happens.
Pues no hay pedo. Oye, loco, ¿qué es lo que se ve detrás del palo, güey? ¡Eso, güey!
I don't know if this is meant to be. Okay, so I think this is. I think this is fake. But there's so much about this. Number one, this fucking looks like a cartoon. Let's watch this back. Let's watch this back. So we got this fucking guy who's barely visible, by the way. This guy is. I couldn't make out the fucking detail about this guy. I don't know when this was filmed or where this was filmed. On what, but this is the shittiest quality thing I've ever seen. I can't make out a fucking thing about this. I thought this was a mannequin at first. And then they're filming. This fucking thing. This guy, this little person comes out, and like a fucking cartoon, they just start chasing it. Like a fucking scoop, like it's fucking Three Stooges. Like it's the fucking Three Stooges, they're chasing it! This is the Three Stooges! This is a Three Stooges stick! On this! He's even running like him!
Out of nowhere, a small...
I don't think this is meant to be as funny as it is! I genuinely don't think this is meant to be when I find it funny, but I look at that thing, and all I can think of is that this fucking thing is like a Scooby-Doo cartoon shtick.
All humanoid figure suddenly sprints across the
Woo, woo,
area
woo,
at
woo, woo, woo,
incredible
woo.
speed, catching both men completely off guard. Rather than running away, they immediately give chase, trying to catch up with the strange figure. Despite their efforts though, it quickly pulls away and disappears into the darkness. One of the most common theories is that the figure could be a pombero, a legendary creature from Guarani folklore that's deeply rooted in the cultures of Paraguay, northeastern Argentina, southern Brazil, and surrounding regions. The pombero is often described as a small, elusive humanoid known for appearing unexpectedly before vanishing just as quickly. It's interesting to compare traditional depictions of the pombero with what appears in the video, as there are some similarities. At the same time, it's entirely possible the figure is simply a person running through the area, with the darkness and low video quality making them appear much more unusual than they actually are. Whether this is an encounter with a creature of folklore or simply a case of mistaken identity is impossible to know from the footage alone. What do you make of this? On October 3rd, 2025, a TikTok user known as Marsh Mob uploaded a video from inside his home in Appalachia after repeatedly hearing a strange sound outside during the night.
Okay.
Take a listen.
I do hear whistling.
Throughout the video, eerie whistling can be heard coming from somewhere outside the house.
I hear the whistling.
At one point, Marsh Mob even turns the camera toward himself to show that he isn't making the sound, leaving him just as confused as everyone watching. A short while later, he uploaded a second video from the same room after hearing more unusual activity. This time, something can actually be seen.
I did not.
Right around here, if you look carefully outside, you can make out what appears to be a tall figure walking across the property before disappearing from view just a few seconds later. Many
barely
people
make
in the
that one
comments
out.
believe the combination of the mysterious whistling and the figure pointed toward a skinwalker, though it's worth noting that skinwalkers originate from Navajo folklore rather than Appalachian folklore. A more grounded possibility is that the figure was simply another person walking outside, while the whistling may have come from an animal or someone nearby. With only these two short videos to go on, it's impossible to know exactly what was happening. Whether these clips captured something genuinely unusual or not, they certainly make for an unsettling late-night watch. What explanation makes the most sense to you?
Because you hear the whistling. So the whistling is real. I don't know about this one, but the whistling I could clearly hear. Oh, that's just some UFOs,
For
okay?
this next entry, we're taking a look at another recently released UAP video. This one designated DOW UAP PR049. According to the accompanying report, the footage was recorded in 2026 and comes from the Department of the Army. What makes this video especially interesting is how it begins. The sensor is initially locked onto what appears to be a conventional aircraft flying through the area. Then, something unexpected enters the frame.
Okay. Well, that darts by. What the hell's like two just eyeballs just staring right at you? What the hell are those? What the hell is that? It still makes him look like two eyeballs. I don't know what is going on.
The aircraft can be seen near the center of the screen, while over on the right, a second object suddenly appears. Unlike the aircraft, this object looks like two bright points of light positioned very close together. Shortly afterward, the sensor leaves the aircraft behind and begins tracking the unidentified object instead. For nearly 2 full minutes, the camera continues following the object as it moves through the sky. Its unusual appearance and the fact that it became the focus of the sensor are what make this footage particularly intriguing. At no point does it resemble the aircraft the camera was originally tracking. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean the object is extraordinary. It's entirely possible we're looking at a conventional aircraft, or another object that simply appears unusual because of the imaging system or viewing angle. Still, it's easy to see why this footage has generated so much discussion among people interested in UAPs. As always, make up your own mind. On December 26, 2022, a TikTok user known as KittyK38 uploaded a video showing a strange incident that allegedly took place inside her bedroom. She explains that she and her husband were simply relaxing for the evening when they suddenly noticed something unusual happening across the room.
Okay.
Take a look.
Will I see it?
Honey, what is that?
Oh, it's shaking. The door is straight shaking.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. These are the new closet doors, guys. The new closet doors that we just installed. Oh my god, okay.
Shitty acting, give you that.
Nothing. Nothing in the closet. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Be careful.
Okay, no.
Please tell me just closes.
Okay, so clearly installing these doors, as you guys can see, we're still dealing with whatever is in her bedroom closet.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't fix the. Why the hell did you think adding a door was gonna fix the damn issue? You're like, oh man, well, I have a name. We'll just put a door in front of it, and nothing will happen.
One of the cabinet doors begins shaking back and forth all on its own, while both Kitty and her husband watch in disbelief. According to Kitty, the cabinet had only recently been installed, making the movement even harder for her to explain. Eventually, her husband decides to investigate for himself. He walks over to the cabinet, opens the door, and carefully checks inside, but doesn't appear to find anything that could have caused it. Another possibility, of course, is that the entire incident was staged. Since we only see the footage from one angle, there's no way to completely rule out a hoax. Without any follow-up or additional evidence, it's difficult to know exactly what happened in that bedroom. Perhaps you can come up with an explanation I haven't thought of. Reddit user Fuzzman02 shared a video that he says was accidentally recorded while camping in the mountains of Vermont. The clip doesn't provide much context.
It's from Chills' Reddit.
And it's unclear exactly what he was filming at the time. At first glance, everything appears completely normal. But if you keep watching...
Okay. What's that? What in the actual hell isn't that? No idea what that was.
Out of nowhere, what appears to be a pale figure can be seen moving through the darkness before disappearing.
Why does everyone have the shittiest camera quality known to mankind?
Just as quickly as it appeared. The encounter only lasts a moment, but it's enough to make you do a double take. One of the most popular comparisons made by viewers is that the figure resembles a Fresno nightcrawler, a cryptid often described
How on
as a
earth
small,
can you get anything and say it looks like anything? I can't make out a fucking thing about that thing.
pale humanoid with
A
unusually
creature, if
long
you want to
legs
call it that. I can't
and
make a
little
thing
to no
about it.
visible upper body. Looking at the footage, it's easy to see why so many people have made that connection. Of course, without any additional footage or context, it's impossible to say with certainty what was actually captured that night. Whatever the figure may have been, it certainly left behind a memorable clip. Maybe you'll spot something in the footage that everyone else has missed. This next video was posted to TikTok by a user known as Swamp642, who also shared some interesting context about what led up to the recording. According to the uploader, quote, "No one lives in the house down the road from me, but
Okay.
the owners keep the lights on for some reason," end quote. One night while taking out the garbage, he says he noticed
How do you know the owner leaves the lights on if no one lives there? Like, who owns it?
what looked like someone standing beyond the tall grass that separates the two properties. At first, he thought he was imagining things, but just to be sure, he grabbed his sister and their daughters. That's when they made a disturbing discovery.
What the fuck is that? Keep going! Keep going! Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping?
Standing perfectly still inside
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute. So this dude thought that the house next to him, I don't know how much distance there is, it might be a bit. He thought, man, I need to go see if, I wonder if I actually saw someone. I'm gonna bring, like, 3 other people with me, that way if some shit goes down, I'm not alone and it's a victim. Like, he bought daughters and shit, he bought everyone. He bought the whole family along to see this.
At the shed is what appears to be a person with their back turned toward the group. The uploader later wrote, quote, "Apparently whatever it was, or whoever it was, really was standing there watching me. I'm so freaked out," end quote. The figure never appears to acknowledge the group or move at all, making the entire encounter feel strangely unsettling. It's entirely possible they simply stumbled across another person standing inside the shed. Even so, if the property really was supposed to be vacant, it raises an obvious question. What were they doing there in the middle of the night? Unfortunately, no follow-up was ever posted explaining who the mysterious person was or why they were there. Sometimes the creepiest mysteries don't need a paranormal explanation. This next video is one I actually featured on my channel many years ago, but I thought it was worth revisiting since many viewers have probably never seen it before.
Okay.
Originally uploaded to YouTube in
Yeah, I'm okay with that. An old video you wanted to revisit.
November of 2011 by a man named Tim. The video documents an exploration of an abandoned house that he and 2 friends had been hearing stories about for nearly a year. According to local rumors, the property was supposedly used by satanic worshippers to perform rituals. Curious to find out whether there was any truth to the stories, the group decided to investigate for themselves. The house itself is certainly eerie, but the most unsettling moment doesn't happen until much later in the video. Take a look.
Hey, yeah, guys, we gotta go, man. We gotta go.
Well,
What the?
Do you hear that? Oh my God! Go! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, please help me. Okay, we gotta go. The door's locked. Get open! There's scratches. Go! Help! What's happening? Get off! What's going on? Hang on. What's... John? What? Dude. Okay. Did you do that? Fuck. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Who is it? Who is it? John. Go! John, leave me alone.
As the group continues exploring, the sound of what appears to be an accordion suddenly echoes through the building. Moments later,
How would I not register that is... I don't know if that's some villain arc shit. That's some villain horror movie thing. We'll just have a little accordion play. That's when you know you're going to die.
another strange rattling noise startles them, prompting all three to run for the exit. During the frantic escape, one of Tim's friends, John, is reportedly attacked by something they can't identify before the group finally makes it back to their car and leaves the property behind. Thankfully, John wasn't seriously injured, and all three made it home safely. Whether the strange sounds and the alleged attack were genuine or not is difficult to determine from the footage alone. Even so, it's one of those older exploration videos that's remained memorable for many years because of how chaotic and unsettling the encounter feels. Would you have kept exploring, or would you have turned around the moment you heard the accordion?
I don't know on that one, to be honest. I think if I heard an accordion, I don't know if I'm running away or not, in all honesty. I feel like I should. But I think an accordion would have me more intrigued than anything else, too. So I'd probably die as a result, but...
We're ending today's countdown with another recently released UAP video from the United States Department of War website. Designated DOW UAP PR-059, the footage was reportedly captured in 2020 by an infrared sensor aboard a US military platform, before later being uploaded to a classified network in 2024, and eventually released as part of the recent document disclosure. Take a look.
Okay, what are we looking at? What the huh? I am so confused on what I'm looking at. I'm not even gonna lie. What the fuck am I looking at? What am I looking at? I can't even make out what this is. I have no clue. There's like a giant question mark. Or like a fucking cross.
For much of the recording, the object appears as a bright, elongated shape moving through the frame, but about halfway through the footage, it begins to take on a much more unusual appearance. From certain angles, the object almost seems to resemble a humanoid figure. Whether that's because the object itself changes shape, or simply because of the viewing angle is difficult to say, but it's certainly one of the more unusual looking UAP videos in the recent release. As with many of the videos released by the Department of War, there's very little context available, making it difficult to draw any firm conclusions. Depending on your perspective, this could be something genuinely unusual, or there could be a perfectly ordinary explanation that simply isn't obvious from the footage. Either way, it's a fascinating clip to end today's countdown on. After seeing all of today's videos, which one stood out to you the most? And that...
Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of this video and these 11 scary videos down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all for the next one.